Hi, this is Darkon633, and today I'm bringing a review of the Transformers Voyager Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Now, this Prime is a very interesting design in terms of how it transforms into the robot mode of the movie design Optimus into a G1-ish like design, which is interesting. Anyways, we'll take a quick look at the box. It's very, well, very different type of box we've seen in the last Voyager, since most of the other Voyagers actually were facing this way in terms of the the movie figures. But it's got a very nice design of Optimus, which is very, very dullish kind of colors, because this is his form in the movie, his first form in the movie, where it's just pretty much like hiding away from the humans and everything. So yeah, that's why he becomes like a standard truck to make himself even more in hiding. Take a quick look at the back. The bio pretty much says, Optimus Prime and the Autobots are faced with a new kind of war. Alliances that once were strong now stand in doubt. Nevertheless, Earth needs their protection more than ever. Optimus Prime adapts, redesigning his alternate mode so he can move unrecognized. If you can't fight the battle with firepower on the front lines, he can fight it in covert maneuvers from the edge. So, it's a pretty nice design, and it's probably the only Optimus I'll be getting in this line. The Leader Class one looks okay, but for the price it's going for, I just don't really see a purpose in me getting it, especially since the Revenge of the Fallen one is way better in overall sense. In terms of toy, anyway, so far. When it comes to a paint, he's kind of underwhelming, because he doesn't really have much paint applications all throughout the body, but the design's cool. He does come with a really nice head sculpt, which is like one of the most accurate movie type design heads in terms of the without battle mask and all that. So it's a very nice head sculpt. I'm happy that they included that. For some reason, he comes with a gun that's actually the ion cannon from Dark of the Moon Megatron. This thing should have actually came with Megatron, but it didn't. So it's odd that they actually included it with him. But anyways, just to show how it looks like with Megatron here, there's actually a peg that's actually molded onto the gun itself. And since there's an actual hole that's in his hand, you can actually hold onto the gun pretty well. So, let's see. Basically, all I need to do is align it and then plug it in. There you have Megatron holding on to the gun that he actually should have got during Dark of the Moon. So it's odd that they included, but it's a nice touch that they did. Anyways, we'll take the gun out of his hand just to show it with Optimus. You can also obviously plug it into his hand using the peg that's down there. And you can hold on to it. Looks really odd in him since it's not even his weapon. But I guess they needed to include something and decided to add something that a lot of fans wanted with the other toy. Let's just take it off to the side. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so it allows somewhat free movement, but because of the head sculpt, it can only go so much. Its arms are in ball joints, so it can allow full movement. Sides, and it kind of ratchets on the side, so it's got a ball joint mixed with a ratchet, so it's interesting. His arms can swivel, but mine's really tight, so he can only move so much without giving him like a hard time moving it. And he's got this weird arm thing going on where it kind of bends to the right like this, so it's kind of odd looking. What you can do actually is turn these around, and with the really tight hand joints, you can kind of force them so that the elbows are now facing the right direction. So now you can bend them like normal, but the problem is that how the panels are formed, now you got these giant panels that's on the side like this, and you would need to turn the hands anyway for transformations, so there's kind of no point of doing that. So that's kind of unfortunate that they made the design as such, but it makes sense when it turns to transformation scheme, which will show up in a minute. His waist is articulated, so you can allow not full 360 movement, but only about this far. His legs are on ball joints, so it allows it full movement. He's got a single knee joint, which can go 90 degrees. He's also got a leg swivel, like that. I guess you can kind of say that these leg panels can have articulation as well, but that's mostly just transformation again. His feet can kind of move like this, but that's also transformation, and his feet can pivot. So it's got an interesting amount of articulation. I don't have any of the other Voyager Optimus since I never decided to get any of the Voyagers, so I don't really have any of the other ones to compare with, but it's still nice overall. What I am going to compare it, though, is the actual G1 Optimus. This is from the... What's it called? This is from the Toys R Us reissue, like... I forgot exactly how far back, but it's from the Toys R Us reissue, because you can tell by the smokestacks. But, as you can see, it's a pretty close design in terms of the roll mode and all that, so it looks nice. I guess they did a little nod to G1. To transform this, all you need to do is take out this panel here. Get into it. Sure the thing's unpacked. Oh wait, no. Actually, first you need to open up the chest and then pull up this panel. So I guess you could kind of say there's like a matrix space inside if a custom company is to want to make one and all that. But I don't know. And that will free all the components up here. Now you can take off the panel here. So take down, push down, should I say the panel here? So it's like that. What's it called? Push up the legs so they face forward like this. Turn the panels so now they face like this, and it just pegs together. So now you have the back of the cab. Now what you're going to do next is now pull these little panels that's on the side here on both sides. So this one, so now it looks like that. And then you're going to turn the arms so they face. Let's see. Oh yeah, so they face forward like this. So now you got something that looks like that so far. Now this is the part where it gets kind of tricky because you need to align it properly in order to move it around. But turn these arms around on both sides, and you're going to kind of make them go over these panels here. If done properly, sometimes it can transform well, sometimes it can't because there's a lot of things getting in the way. But once done properly, so it looks like that, it will now collapse over the panel here, so now it has the closed up cab there, and you do the same for the other side. And this is why I mentioned that if you turn the hand, it'll be a little harder to push down because these face there, it has enough clearance in order to down. So now it looks like that on both sides. Now what you're going to do next is turn this entire panel here. Make sure that this piece is, for now, standing there because you'll see in a minute where it folds down. Let's close up the legs again here. Then, make sure that this panel here, fold it up so that it looks like that. And then what you're going to do is, kind of gets hard also here. This thing needs to stay into the little empty space there. And if done properly, since it likes to pop out like this, you're going to have to fold it in properly. So now, done right, it should stay down, close off like that. And then you just kind of fold it over so it looks like that. And I almost got the entire front cap complete. What you do now is, there's these little pegs on the side of the panel here. Sorry, I don't know why the light's not picking up here. It's fine on my side, but there, okay, it's better. And you just kind of peg them into the sides so it closes off like that. Now you're almost done with the vehicle mode. All you need to do next is make sure that these panels close up here. And then pull up the single smokestacks, which is kind of odd. There, and there you have G1 Optimus. Well, not G1 Optimus, but Age of Extinction Optimus Evasion Mode in its vehicle mode. So now it's got a very nice G1 type cab design. Obviously, it's kind of still odd that it only has one smokestack. And the way that it's designed, they could have easily just molded another smokestack on the other side. But it's pretty decent. The legs, what's it called? The wheels don't really fold, lay flat really well, since these kind of stay a little higher. So sometimes it has problems aligning. So not all the wheels move freely, but it's good enough. Just to show a comparison with G1 Optimus Prime, which will quickly transform off screen. Here he is next to G1 Optimus Prime. So as you can see, it's got a very nice G1 tone. It even has the grill piece here, the headlights. Obviously, for the G1 toy, the headlights are the place where you plug in the hands, but as you can see, they got a lot of the design aspects from the original G1 design. So it's a nice homage to its G1 design. It's even got the little tunnel pieces there. I forgot what they're called on the car, but I mean the truck, but it's very nice. It'll be nice to see what custom company will make some kind of cab for this. That's kind of one of the big things for Optimus is if Hasbro or Takara don't create a cab, I mean, what's it called? The trailer for it. A custom company will dare to make one. You can kind of see that there could be a way to plug in some kind of trailer on it. But anyways, let's take the Optimus to the side. What you can also do here is you can plug on the gun. So now it's kind of like an armored truck thing. The missile is fireable, but it kind of gets rid of the design since actually the one in the movie, The Dark of the Moon, this thing actually was a missile, obviously, but instead it was the front barrel, like one of the two barrels were shot out of. But yeah, it's a really nice design. I like it. It's got a very nice clear windows and so on, nice Autobot logo and so on there. So you could see that it's pretty much a G1 Optimus leader. I mean, sorry, the movie Optimus turned into G1 Optimus, which was a very interesting idea. Anyways, to transform it back, just pull down the smokestack, open up these panels here, unpeg the sides here, both sides, move up the panel here so it faces out, pull down the panel, and then pull it up, pull up the hands, and make sure that this thing goes over it. This will free everything, so now you just pull down the hands. Okay. Sometimes it's a little easier to put in the hands than actually remove them, but once done, you can actually move everything. So there, okay. Now they're free on both sides, so now the panels can move freely upward. Now what you got to do next is turn the hands so they face this way. Pull down the legs. Open up the legs there. Turn the panel so now the feet face forward. Now you're going to pull down this panel here. Plug in the chest piece. And then you got to take this entire panel in the back and just fold it over there. Push down these panels on both sides. And then turn the arms. And there you have Optimus back in his robot mode. See, Optimus is a very nice design. I really like this Voyager. It's, once again, probably the only one I'm going to get unless the leader goes on some kind of big sale or something. I'm not sure how long he's going to stay in this mode in the movie, but I am glad that they actually made this toy. It's, and once again, I'm going to, sorry if I keep rambling, but it's a really nice idea that they made a movie design turn into a G1 design, and from here you kind of see how it turns into it, but at the same time it still looks more like the movie design. So it's surprising how this chest panel, well, obviously it's one of those fake transformations since his actual what's it called, the cab, the front part of the cab doesn't form into the chest, but from here you can barely see how this turns into the G1 design. Even transforming it a few times, it's amazing how they're able to engineer it in a way that changes so much between the two modes. So it's a nice touch that Hasbro's done. And I'm glad that I picked this up. I got this actually from Hasbro Toy Shop when they first released it during the Cybertron Monday sale, along with Hound, which I'll review after this. But anyways, please comment, rate, subscribe, check out Tokyo News, Hirotaku, Rajio, Nihon, and the channels down below, and I'll see you on YouTube. Bye.